Hello, welcome to the Trade Ideas Market Recap for Friday, March the 14th. My name is Barry Anderson and I'm the moderator of the trading room. This is the address to get into the room. You can log in as a guest or you can use your Facebook or Twitter account to log in. Let me load up the charts to start off with. And actually, I'll put the SPY up first. And there we go. And I can sum up the day for me at any rate as probably the most boring day I've had in months. You can see that the SPY was just chopping around today, so it was hard to it was hard to get any direction. You could go long and get stopped out, you get short or get stopped out, or you could do absolutely nothing. So for me, it was a very boring day. And obviously, what's going to happen in Sunday with that election in the Ukraine, the Crimean area, whether or not they annex again if they vote to annex with Russia, that's going to cause a lot of consternation. It looks obvious that that's what's going to happen in terms of the vote. The vote looks like it's going to be a resounding yes. So what will that mean on Monday? We can only wait and see. But at any rate, I think that was probably one of the reasons why it was cautious trading today. Now, I can also tell that this is a very boring day for me because this is my custom setup. This is the strategy that I use, that I really, really go to most of the time. And there was actually only one in here that triggered. You do see four, but the only reason these three came in is because I relaxed this particular. This is obviously a slightly different strategy because it's a different color. So I relaxed the filters on this because I was getting nothing all day. Not that I traded any of these, but this was the only one that was tradable. And it would have been, and I say would have been, let me just bring it up. The alert came in at 10:16, so right around this area here at 12:09. So right here is when I received the alert, right in this area. And unfortunately, it was one of those ones where I couldn't short. My broker didn't have shares, but it would have been a pretty nice one, kind of all day. I mean, it had a bit of a jog up here, so it's possible I would have got taken out, but even if that had happened, I may have got back in. But at any rate, this is a trade I wasn't able to take. And again, wouldn't you know, it was the only one that came up on my list. So that's why I can say it was a really, really a slow day for me today. Now, I did take three trades. I will go over them. Not very exciting at all, though. The first one that I took was MYL, and that came from this particular strategy over here, MYL, and it was at 53.13. And I actually got the alert in this area right here. And I waited on it though as it came back down. And then when it popped up again, I took the trade at 53.13. It looked like it had a chance, but it didn't go any further than that. And I didn't exit. Probably should have. Hindsight again would have been great, but I didn't. And I actually exited at 53.17 for a very, very small profit. And the next trade I took was COG. And COG, that came from one of my bounce, my top list that I track my stocks that are going down, and I'm looking for a bounce. And you can see what happened here, that the stock was going down here, and at this level, I know I mentioned in the room that this was something that we should be looking for as a bounce. And so I took the trade right here at 34.03 and had a nice candle going right up to this level here at 34.18. And what I was hoping for was something up into this area, 34.42, which would have been a pretty good risk reward because I think I was putting my stop at about 10 cents away. So that would have been a very good risk reward or trade had that happen. But it didn't, and it stalled right there. And as it started coming down, I decided to exit the trade at 34.10, and obviously a good decision on my part because it basically did nothing for the rest of the day. So that was the second boring trade. And then the last one was NTAP, the same sort of thing. I was looking for the bounce play on this one. And excuse me, I got in right around this area. So I was alerted as this formation was happening, and I got in right here at 36.93. And it bounced through, it popped through the whole number. So again, I was looking for maybe a run up to 37.43, which would have been pretty good because I had my stop down at 36.84. So it was only, excuse me, only 9 or 10 cents away. So again, would have been excellent risk reward if it had got up to this area that I was looking for. Excuse me, but it didn't. And when it started going down, I actually said if it broke through the whole number, I was going to get out, but I decided that enough was enough, and I actually took it at 37.01. So another very marginal gain on that one. So three trades, three very marginal gains, and I blame it all on what's happening over in the Ukraine right now. It's just really unsettled. So we'll have to see what happens on Monday. Let me just bring up the address again to get into the trading room. It should be exciting Monday. I mean, who knows what's going to happen and what the U.S. is going to say and the European Union is going to say, but it should definitely be an exciting day. So I hope to see you in the room and good trading on Monday.